Have you been busy working on that Google review portfolio? And are you wondering why your patient return rates aren't as high as you would like? Hi, I'm Scott McIntosh. I'm the founder here at Second Spring Digital. After helping many clinic owners grow their practice, I have 3 insights about patient satisfaction I'd like to share with you. One, patient satisfaction is the #1 driver of your practice results. I'm able to see that in the data. Many practice owners don't truly understand patient satisfaction. And 3, increasingly practice owners have collected Google reviews but aren't aware of the blind spots that creates for them in clinic operations. So today we're diving into a different approach, the Net Promoter Score, or NPS. And this is a powerful tool to genuinely understand patient feedback and satisfaction and then do something about it. So this video is a kickstart of a series where we'll guide you from understanding NPS to effectively integrating it into your clinic, ensuring improved patient experience and a boosted reputation as well. So here's a quick glance at what you'll see today. First, we'll look at your future patient search. Then 3 problems with Google reviews. We'll talk about a better way, that's NPS. And then we'll drill down, what is NPS and how does it work? And then finally, but wait, what about my Google reviews? So let's get started and look at your future patient search for you. Your future patient search can be broken down into 5 stages. The first one's awareness. They develop interest in healthcare services like yours. Second, findability. Your clinic gets found and stands out due to its visibility. Reputation. Your clinic gets chosen based on the trust they've built in you. Then conversion. A booking happens and now you have a new patient. Congratulations. And advocacy. So your clinic gets talked about later based on the patient's experience. So Google reviews play a big role. They certainly have a role, a supporting role they can provide in generating awareness up front. Your future patient might see a strong review from you on social media or in advertising. They can contribute to placing you higher in search results, in particular local search on Google and especially in Google Maps. They definitely contribute to your reputation. That's their primary job. They can help patients build confidence in you, build trust with your ideal patient. They can also fend off poachers, so other interesting practices with high reviews that your future patient also finds in their search. So this can be a defensive strategy. It's not fun to advertise for your competitors. Google reviews can also be used to gauge patient satisfaction. At least that's the assumption, and that's where some of the problems begin. So 3 problems with Google reviews for patient satisfaction. 1, they skew positive. So the average healthcare score is 4.3 stars, is an 86% score average common in your experience. 2, reviews leave a silent majority. So your raving fans will reply, thanks mom. A super critic will be mad enough to scream at you in public. But most will remain silent. They just don't feel strongly enough about it to leave a public review visible for all time. And reviews can be deceptive. So for the 2 reasons above and others, reviews are misleading, can be misleading. They don't statistically correlate with future results. So if your reviews are going up, you can't be too sure your revenue and profits will follow. So there's a better way, thankfully, Net Promoter Score, NPS. Accurate, relevant ratings. NPS does not skew positive. It's focused on getting you an accurate lens on your practice. Broad reach, so more appealing to the silent majority, doesn't require a public post on social media visible for all time, and it's based on a sincere ask for feedback from an owner or leader as an input to continuous improvement in the care. That's different than an ask that's perceived as being to help pump up your online ratings. Those can be received cynically by some people. And it's predictive, so NPS is the only customer satisfaction approach that I know of that's proven to correlate with future results. So if your NPS goes up, your other key results are pretty sure to follow. It's also benchmarkable and allows for a standard way to compare results with other clinics. So what is an NPS survey? Very simple, that's the beauty of it. 1 core question, on a scale of 0 to 10, how likely is it that you would recommend our clinic to a friend or colleague? Then a 1-click response there, then 1 optional question, and that's it. So how does NPS work? It was developed at Bain & Company by a gentleman by the name of Fred Reichfeld. To calculate your Net Promoter Score, you figure out what percentage of people surveyed you a 9 or 10. Those are your promoters. Then you figure out the ratio of detractors. Those are the percentage of people surveyed who scored you from 0 to 6. To calculate your Net Promoter Score, you simply subtract the percentage of detractors from the percentage of promoters. So the average company in the United States has an NPS of between 10 and 15%. Reichfeld found companies with an above average NPS grow faster than average scoring businesses in a predictable way. For instance, they studied public companies from 2011 to 2021 because they have extensive available data. They found that the extraordinary performers on NPS saw their stock outperform the market by 3x. And there's a number of other stories available on the internet about interesting case studies about NPS, should you be interested. So what's involved in a complete patient satisfaction system then? First, a compelling message. You want a message that is timely, it's contextual about their appointment with you, it's personalized, and it's sincere. You want it to be multi-channel, so SMS, text message, is a good default option. Typically the response rate is 2 times or higher when you use SMS, with email to support, and a QR code and integration into the processes at the front desk as well. Then the NPS survey itself, which is, as we discussed, just 2 simple questions, and then contextual follow-up. And this is another beautiful part about Net Promoter Score. So promoters, passives, and detractors are segmented, and they can be handled differently. For instance, with promoters, you could request referrals, provide loyalty subscription offers, and offer your review links. You know these folks already like you. So for passives, don't ignore them. They can move in either direction over time. So this is a little bit of a warning sign or an opportunity. So you should acknowledge their feedback and perhaps request improvement ideas from them. And then detractors. So these folks are looking for a reaction and they want to know that they've been heard. They're upset. I often set up a process where there's an apology for the experience from the clinic owner and an offer to follow up live with a leader in the clinic to hear more. So what about my Google reviews, you may ask? I'm sure your marketing team has impressed upon you the need for Google reviews, and they are right. They're 100% a key part of your marketing and SEO strategy. We still have an opportunity to ask everyone for a review, but in a segmented way and in a different way. So with promoters, you can take a positive stance. Again, they already like you. Encourage them to share the word with your review link. You can let them know how to help others take advantages of your services that would like the same benefits. You can offer them loyalty subscription service like we talked about. So they might even be more happy with you after receiving this promoter specific message. Passives, you can offer them their review link if they'd like to share their learnings, and note their opinion of you may have improved substantially now that you've reached out and asked for their feedback. And with detractors, provide them the option to give you a review as well. I would suggest after you've met with them, oftentimes their perspective will have changed and they may tell a story of attentiveness instead of dwelling on their initial issue. Worst case, they leave you a negative review. You can deal with that in public and receive the benefit of dealing with that. Everyone knows that some people are simply hard to deal with, and if you've made reasonable efforts to satisfy them, that's all you can do. Also, don't be frozen by the prospect of a negative review impacting your overall average score. Customers are wary of perfect ratings anyway. Research shows that scores between 4.2 and 4.7 are most trusted. If you have a shining 5.0 stars, a lot of people will assume you're gaming the system instead of feeling that you're perfect in your service delivery. So that's a playbook you can consider and configure to your clinic. Your response rate should be higher also than a straight review ask because it is contextual and personalized and you've done some work in advance of asking for a review. So that's it for today. To sum up, we've discussed the current landscape of Google reviews, dove into the world of NPS and how it complements your review strategy. In the next video in this series, we'll guide you step by step through the transition from focusing solely on reviews to integrating NPS into your clinic's feedback loop. Then in the third of this series, we'll look at how to use NPS as you operate the practice, grow patient satisfaction, and all the other results too, because they all key off of patient satisfaction. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more insights. Your thoughts matter to us. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below with any questions, reflections, and sharing's caring, so feel free to share this video with your network. Thanks so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video where we dig deeper into how making NPS work in your clinic. So stay tuned and take care.